WMAL, Helena, welcome to the Savage Nation.
Hi, Dr. Savage. I wanted to, I'm very interested. Earlier in the week, you had mentioned that you began a new alkaline diet.
Right.
And I've noticed something different in you ever since you mentioned that.
Well, what have you heard in my voice that's different?
So much more focused, so much more calm.
Isn't that odd? It's absolutely true.
And it is. I was really getting concerned.
Oh, you thought I would go off the deep end?
No.
No, I'm very well controlled. I mean, but the thing is, it is a difference. There's a mental acuity that I've not experienced in many decades. And in plain English, there are some simple things people can do. Most Americans live on a very high acid diet, and they're sick as dogs, and they don't know why. And doctors don't know why because they never look at the relative ions, the acid-base balance. But, you know, it's interesting to me that plants, people are gardeners, they understand that if the acid-base balance goes off in your garden, the plant will die, right?
Yes.
How come they understand that certain plants are acid-loving, certain plants love alkalinity, and if you put an acid-loving plant in an alkaline environment, it'll die? And vice versa. And they don't understand that they're human organisms that are also responsive to the relative percentage of ions, hydrogen ions in their blood, in their protoplasm rather. Yes. So what do I mean by this? I don't want to do a whole health show, but a high alkaline diet in plain English would be the opposite of acid foods. And here's the paradox: one of the most alkaline foods is a lemon. And one of the simplest ways to start to alkalinize your matrix is to take a lemon in the morning, even a piece of a lemon, squeeze it in a very small glass of water, and drink that. You're going to get an alkaline rush immediately. People don't even realize it, and it could balance out a whole acid night of eating. I'll go a step further. Coffee's extremely acid, as we all know, right?
Yes.
I had a friend who was an inventor, brilliant guy. He invented little teeny drops to put into coffee to take away the bitterness. Basically, it was lemon drops. If you want to drink your coffee and have your cake and eat it too, squeeze a little piece of a lemon in coffee, call it lemon coffee instead of a lemon tea. You're going to get a more neutral brew that way. It doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like lemon coffee.
Well, my father used to begin each morning with lemon with water and drink the whole glass, and that's how he began his morning.
And he died at 45, right? No joke.
78.
How long?
78.
All right, that's not that old, but okay. I hope he didn't suffer much, did he?
No, I don't believe he did. Thank you very much.
No, but you're very, very acute in your observations. What's interesting is that some people have super high frequency ears that can pick up the merest change in a person's voice. And you may be one of those people with super high intensity hearing.
Well, I think I'm very clued in to people, and I just see a calmness having come over you, and much more relaxed in your voice, less agitated, much more peaceful.
I'm at peace with certain things in my life, and I don't think it's dietary, only dietary. I've come to terms with certain things in my life that I don't even know how to put it. I've just come to terms with certain things, and there's nothing you can do about certain things.
Well, I was so impressed with the difference, and you speak slower.
I do.
Yes.
I do, and I don't know whether people are going to listen to me as intently as they did in the past when I was sort of very hyper and speaking at a very rapid pace.
Well, you've lost nothing. You've lost no interest at all. You are still an interesting person, and your intelligence comes right across the airwaves.
Well, here's the thing that I want to react to. Naturally, I love hearing that. Everyone wants to be praised by their listeners, and I appreciate it. At the end of the day, what I decided was this. I'm in this business for the long haul. This is my last hurrah, meaning however long it is that I stay in radio, it's going to be with Cumulus, and it's going to be whatever number of stations I'm lucky enough to get. Right now it's 200. It could be 500. It could be more or less, whatever. The thing I'm saying is that I've come to terms with the fact that people are not listening because I'm creating hysteria, or I have to be a scandal monger, or I have to in some ways excite them or incite them or be an alarmist. I don't have to do any of that. Why? What I decided is that I've spent my entire life writing books. And I feel that my body of work, even as a popular writer, is out there for people to read. And many people have found me, and they're going to listen to me, and they're going to let me arrive at my thoughts, and they're going to arrive at their thoughts with me. And they're not going to think that because I'm speaking a little more precisely and a little more slowly that I've lost anything. They're going to think, you know what? I think more of them now rather than less of them. That's what I've come to.
I look at your program as I consider it a vacation each night.
A vacation from what? What are you vacating?
Well, it's such a pleasant experience. You know, listening to the news and keeping up with politics and everything pretty much all day.
Yes.
I find that it is the same thing over and over and over and over.
Well, that's what I say. There are people on the radio, God bless them all, from morning till night. You've heard every scandal on earth. I can't come on the air late at night on the East Coast, early evening on the West Coast and do the same thing that you've heard. I mean, people have had enough of it. So I'm doing a show that I want to do for this time frame for me. Now, if I were in a different time slot, I might do something different. But I feel that I've captured the perfect rhythm for this slot.
Yes, and it's always something new and different, unexpected.
Well, I guarantee I threw people for a loop when I came back Tuesday and did the Liberace discussion. Right?
Missed that one, unfortunately.
Oh, that was one of my better ones. I wish we had the time, but that's what triggered the entire week of. Have you heard any of the people confessing their secrets?
And yes.
What do you think about people confessing their secrets? Do you like that?
Yes, actually I do. I've never heard that before.
No one's ever done it in the history of radio.
On a continuing...
No one has ever done it on radio, ever. I pioneered, let's say I broke new ground. I'll be right back on the Savage Nation.